Yo, what is going on, guys? Uplift Cosmic here. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. So yes, I am filming in my room. I feel like standing for some reason. I just don't feel like sitting down. I don't know why. Please forgive me. I like to sit down when I film movie reviews, but I'm just not in the mood to sit down. So let me shut up. Let me get to the review. So yes, I did see Creed 3. Today is actually, I don't know what day it is. I have to look at my watch to figure out what day it is. It is Friday currently, but I actually saw Creed 3 yesterday with my sister Thursday night. So it was one of the earliest screenings you can go to. I got an IMAX theater, and man, I am so glad I did, because when they were punching in there, I'm like, yo, you could feel this in your seats. It was crazy. But anyway, so what do I think of the movie? First of all, let me tell you what I think about the other two films for comparison purposes. So the other two Creed films, I personally really like both of them. I do think the first one's better than the second one, but the second one's not, I wouldn't consider it bad. I just think it's a slight dip, but not like here's Creed, the first one, and here's like Creed 2. It's like right there. So that's how I already think of those two already. So I think they're very good films regardless. Now, Creed 3, I was really excited because Jonathan Majors is the protagonist of the film, or I'm sorry, antagonist of the film. Protagonist is the hero, you idiot. Antagonist was Jonathan Majors' character, and he's been really good so far. Obviously, he was an Ant-Man. He did really good, as King. And I know he's been in other things too. I just haven't really seen him in anything else as well. But yeah, I was really looking forward to it because he's such a good actor from what I've seen him in, And I don't want to give any spoilers away because I know it just came out. So I will say the story here is relatively simple, So pretty much you can kind of see in the trailers for a little bit that, Damien is the Jonathan Majors character, and they were friends in the past, and that's all I'm gonna say, because there's just some, I guess, unresolved conflict is all I'm gonna say. And then it just kind of goes from there. But the story is very simple. It's a really easy watch. And I mean that in a positive way, not in like a bad way. Because sometimes if you have too simple of a story, it's like, okay, this is kind of like non-inspiring. Why would I want to watch this? But no, so it's a really a good story. It's very simple, it does the job. So the thing about this movie I really enjoyed is that because Michael B. Jordan, this was his first movie he directed, and he had mentioned that he really enjoys anime and kind of those kind of slow-mo shots, and you know exactly what I'm saying. When you see the movie, you know what I'm saying. But there's some really unique shots in there, and some of them were not what I expected, but I don't mean that in a negative term. There's a scene near the end, kind of near we'll just say the final fight, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. But it's a pretty cool idea. I liked what he was going for metaphorically, so it made complete sense to me because I like to read into things like that, But anyway, so what else? So all the characters did really good. So not much of a spoiler here, but pretty much the story, I believe, takes place 5 years after Creed 2. Adonis, had a daughter with Bianca, with B, and they had a baby in the Creed 2. And then obviously, remember, if she was deaf, so she can't hear. So that kind of is a unique kind of a journey to go through there alone. So that is already pretty cool because he has a daughter now, and he has to kind of support him and his family and all that now. So it's another little good dynamic as well. What else? I really enjoyed the soundtrack. I know it wasn't my favorite soundtrack, no, but I really thought it worked well with the scenes they were going for. So let me scoot over a little bit. I'm kind of off center here. My OCD is killing me. Anyways, I can't really say much. The fighting was good. I will say the only nitpick I may have a smidge bit was that there wasn't many fight scenes, but when there was fight scenes, they were done really well. So take that how you will. The movie went by quick though too, so I feel like the movie flew by, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. The pacing was really well. I wasn't bored ever throughout the whole movie. Jonathan Majors did a great job as Damien, Diamond Dame, whatever you want to call him. I really enjoyed him. Michael B. Jordan's, of course, always great. Tessa Thompson's great as Bianca. The little girl actress does really good as well. All the characters do really great, and there's no problems when it comes to acting in the story whatsoever. So there's no, like I said, no nitpicks. Only thing I really thought is that maybe the fight scenes could have been a little bit maybe extended, maybe. But other than that, I really enjoyed the film. I think this film was great. So you guys might know that, by the way, Rocky is not in this film. It's not a spoiler. He's even said on interviews several times he's not in it. He's not in it. There is one reference to him, I believe, near the beginning of the film. But he's not in it, and I will say, to me, personally, I know some people have different opinions as of what I've heard so far. It didn't feel like it needed him because he was so heavy in the first two films. It feels like Adonis is kind of, went to he's on his own journey now. So it doesn't feel too far-fetched in my head. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would have been nice to see like a little pop in, but I don't think the story's not gonna work if they continue to go on, which I could see them doing, honestly, because you always gonna have some kind of boxing movie, especially with, Creed and whatnot. The way the story ends, I feel like there's ways they can kind of keep continuing the story. You know what I mean when you see the movie. But I don't know, guys. I mean, I don't know what else too much to say. I really enjoyed the film. What am I going to give this on a scale of 1 to 10? I think I'm going to give it an 8.5. And honestly, it's a strong, solid movie. Like, I think I gave all the other Creeds really. I think, here's what I would probably say. I think when it comes to antagonist, I do think Dame might be my favorite. It's a tie between him and Drago's son. I can't remember his name. I am blanking right now. I'm sorry, guys. And the second one, but there was no real conflict with the son in the second one. So that's why I really like this one, because it's a personal connection, in the third one. But anyways, I don't know. I really enjoy all three films. It's really hard to say which one's my favorite. I do think the first one might be my favorite, because it's this starting point. It's kind of just seeing all the motivating factors to get Adonis pushed out to boxing and this and that. So I don't know. It's really hard to say. But all in all, 8.5 is probably what I'm going to go with here out of 10. So definitely go see this in the theaters. Go to IMAX if you can. I think you guys will not regret it. My gosh, my speech impediment there. Anyways, though, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and peace out.